Hello everyone, welcome back to Agriculture Insight. Have you ever wondered how Coca-Cola produces up to 800 million bottles every day? An astonishing number for a seemingly simple beverage. Yet its unmistakable flavor has kept Coca-Cola reigning supreme in the beverage world, no matter how hard Pepsi tries to turn the tide. So what makes this legend? A secret formula safeguarded for over 130 years. A network of more than 900 bottling plants worldwide, and an automated production line with incredible precision. It's all waiting for you to discover. Right now, join Agriculture Insight as we step inside the Coca-Cola factory and uncover the journey of this legendary brand conquering the world. Let's dive in. Whether produced in the US, Mexico, or Brazil, every bottle of Coca-Cola tastes nearly identical, a feat few brands can achieve. The secret lies in a legendary formula called Merchandise 7X. Only 2 people in the world know the full recipe, and they are never allowed to fly on the same plane. Amazingly, this iconic formula didn't come from a high-tech lab, but from a small pharmacy in Atlanta. In 1886, pharmacist John Stith Pemberton created Coca-Cola as a tonic to relieve headaches. But it was Asa Griggs Candler who acquired the formula in 1888 that transformed it into a global empire. With bold strategies and marketing genius, Coca-Cola became more than just a drink. It became a worldwide icon, now valued at over $96 billion and holding 46% of the global carbonated beverage market, far ahead of competitors like Pepsi. Have you ever popped the cap off a Coke with a st and gulped it down, feeling refreshed? Behind every bottle is an intricate system running like a finely tuned machine. Now follow me as we explore where Coca-Cola is born every second. You'll be amazed. You'd be surprised to know that 90% of Coca-Cola is water. Before it transforms into the world's best-selling beverage, the water goes through multi-stage filtration, reverse osmosis, and UV sterilization, ensuring absolute purity. Once the water has been purified to near perfection, the process moves into its most crucial stage, preparing the syrup, the very soul behind Coca-Cola's legendary flavor. The syrup contains sugar or high fructose corn syrup, caffeine, caramel for its signature brown color, and phosphoric acid to balance the acidity. But it's Merchandise 7X, the mysterious formula kept secret for over a century, that truly makes Coca-Cola unique. Once complete, the syrup is mixed with purified water in massive industrial blending tanks, operating in a sterile environment and monitored by an advanced automated system to ensure absolute consistency and quality. The next step is CO2 carbonation, where CO2 is infused into the water and syrup mixture, creating the legendary cyst sound and a tingling, refreshing sensation that makes each sip of Coca-Cola feel like a burst of freshness. Once perfectly blended and carbonated, Coca-Cola is ready to explode in every drop. The bottle's job is to preserve its refined flavor and begin the journey to conquer the world with that ultimate moment of refreshment every time the cap is opened. With PET bottles, the process starts with small preforms, no bigger than a finger. These tiny plastic tubes are placed into a molding machine, where high heat and powerful compressed air inflate them into the Coca-Cola bottles you hold every day. Aluminum cans, on the other hand, are stamped and shaped from thin sheets of metal, then cleaned, dried, and sent straight down the production line. As for glass bottles, Coca-Cola's nostalgic icon, many plants around the world operate reuse and recycling programs. Used bottles are collected, thoroughly washed and sterilized, and then inspected by high-tech cameras. Only those that pass every checkpoint will be reborn, ready to carry a fresh new round of Coca-Cola. Once the perfect bottles are created, they immediately move into the filling area, where every drop of Coca-Cola is poured in an instant, filling hundreds of bottles and dozens of cans every second. The advanced filling system, under extremely high pressure, preserves the signature fizz and ensures precision down to the smallest detail, preventing any air from entering. Afterward, the bottles are automatically sealed, locking in the freshness and effervescence so that every bottle of Coca-Cola reaches your hands bursting with flavor. Next comes the step of dressing Coca-Cola. Not simply labeling, but a mesmerizing showcase of precision and high-speed technology. On the modern production line, thousands of Coca bottles move like miniature battalions, passing through an automated labeling system at dizzying speed. Ultra-sensitive optical sensors scan each bottle to ensure the label is applied with millimeter accuracy. After being perfectly dressed, the Coca-Cola bottles and cans begin to gather. On the production line, automated machines arrange them snugly like perfect puzzle pieces, forming neat packs. These packs glide along the conveyor belt like small trains, moving smoothly and steadily, carrying an explosive energy as they race forward. In some special editions, the packaging is designed like a mini suitcase with a convenient handle, not only making it easy to carry, but also serving as an invitation to lively parties and moments of explosive energy. Automated machines neatly wrap shrink film around each pack. At this stage, giant robotic arms swing into action, working tirelessly and precisely, lifting, rotating, and placing each pack onto pallets like a high-tech game of Tetris. Once the pallet is full, a shrink wrap system kicks in, sealing the load like battle armor, keeping the Coca-Cola formation tight and flawless. The blazing red packs stack up neatly and glide smoothly, like a perfect final move in a game. And from here, the journey to conquer the world begins. The lift carefully moves the pallet into the warehouse, placing it neatly like the final puzzle piece in a perfect picture, ready to set off. A 24/7 logistics network ensures that just hours after leaving the factory, Coca-Cola is already chilled on store shelves, ready to pop open with you. Because a glass of Coke isn't just a drink, it's the grand finale of a backstage tech symphony. Coca-Cola and fast food, an inseparable golden duo, with every sip of Coca-Cola perfectly complementing each bite, delivering an unexpectedly euphoric experience. But even the strongest always have a worthy rival. And when it comes to Coca-Cola, one name stands tall: Pepsi. For decades, these two fizzy titans have clashed in what might be the most epic marketing war of all time. From the legendary Pepsi challenge that dared drinkers to choose blind, to Coca-Cola's secret formula locked tighter than a government vault, it's been blow for blow. Billions of dollars, decades of drama, and countless sips later, the bubbles are still rising, and this battle, far from over. But behind the sparkling crown of this soft drink king and the jaw-dropping numbers lie shadows that few talk about. In Mexico, where Coca-Cola often replaces water, the average person drinks over 600 bottles a year, contributing to high obesity and diabetes rates. And that's not all. Coca-Cola has also faced criticism for its extensive use of groundwater, particularly in regions already dealing with water scarcity. In addition, environmental impact is another pressing concern. With billions of PET plastic bottles produced every year, Coca-Cola has come under fire from environmental organizations, urging the company to improve its packaging and increase global recycling rates. Coca-Cola continuously innovates to keep up with the trends, offering lower sugar products and environmentally friendly packaging. Coca-Cola Zero Sugar was created for consumers to enjoy the familiar taste without worrying about sugar, while also reflecting the brand's commitment to a more sustainable future. Get started. What's the dream of millions of baby chicks? to become a crispy, golden fried chicken piece sitting proudly on a plate. And when someone takes a bite, sheesh, that's bussin'. But those millions of crispy dreams became reality thanks to one man's dream. Back in the 1930s, Colonel Harlan Sanders created his legendary recipe using 11 secret herbs and spices. At the time, no one could have predicted that these crispy fried chicken pieces would go on to change the global fast food industry forever.
Never even touch it, huh? Exactly. Wow, that's pretty cool.
And then you're going to put it right up here on the fryer.
Okay, so can I give it to these guys here? Thank you. Happy birthday, Kamala. Happy birthday. See you later.
From a small roadside diner to a fast food empire with over 27,000 locations worldwide, KFC has even surpassed McDonald's in the fried chicken game to become the undisputed king of crispy goodness. Every year, over 1 billion chickens end up in KFC meals. If they knew this staggering number, they'd probably be planning their great escape to Mars. An incredible journey, an unstoppable fried chicken empire. It all started with a secret recipe in the kitchen of a man who simply loved to cook. Every crispy, golden bite of fried chicken you enjoy starts at modern poultry farms, where advanced technology works hand in hand with skilled farmers to ensure the highest quality ingredients. Gone are the days of chaotic chicken chasing on farms, thanks to automated poultry catching systems, which can process 8,000 to 10,000 chickens per hour, optimizing efficiency without relying on manual labor. When the time is right, specialized machines gently enter the barns, using flexible arms and rotating brushes to guide the chickens onto a dedicated conveyor belt. This ensures a quick and stress-free process. Each chicken is carefully placed into transport crates designed to protect their health and well-being. The automated conveyor system adjusts in real time, providing enough space to minimize stress before the chickens are transported to the processing plant. Pretty impressive, right? As the fully loaded trucks roll into the processing plant, the doors to a highly controlled and efficient production system open. To reduce stress and enhance meat quality, chickens are given a resting period of 1 to 2 hours before further processing begins. After resting, chickens are placed onto an automated rail system that securely holds them in place. Here, they undergo a controlled stunning process using either low-voltage electrical currents or gas anesthesia. This ensures a calm and humane transition to the next step. Next, chickens move through an automated processing area, completing the step in just a few seconds to maintain meat quality. They are then immersed in a hot water bath at 50 to 60 degrees Celsius for 45 to 60 seconds, which loosens the feathers for easy removal. Immediately after scalding, chickens pass through an automated feather removal system equipped with rotating rubber fingers, which pluck the feathers evenly and efficiently without damaging the skin. Once feather-free, the chickens move along the automated processing line to the leg cutting section. Here, precision cutting blades can process 10,000 chicken legs per hour, ensuring uniform sizing. The removed legs are transported via conveyor belts to a separate processing area. Next, chickens enter the evisceration stage, where a vacuum-powered system removes internal organs swiftly and hygienically. This method maintains food safety while preserving the integrity of the chicken carcass. The extracted organs are then transferred to a specialized processing system for further handling. After the chickens have been eviscerated, they are passed through an optical scanner to detect any defects or abnormalities on the carcass. Any chickens that don't meet the quality standards are automatically removed from the production line to ensure the final product meets high-quality standards. Next, the uropygial gland, tail gland, is precisely removed using an automated cutting system. Chickens then pass through a quality inspection chamber, where advanced sensors and trained inspectors verify that each bird meets strict food safety standards. Next, chickens enter the wing cutting section, where an automated blade system processes up to 20,000 chicken wings per hour with perfect precision. The wings are then sorted by size and purpose. Some are sold whole, while others are sent for further processing into ready-to-eat products. Once the wings are removed, the chicken body moves forward on the specialized cutting system, where each part is separated with extreme precision. First, the chickens pass through a high-speed stainless steel blade system, capable of processing 12,000 chickens per hour. This evenly splits each chicken in half without compromising meat texture. The breast meat is carefully separated using an automated filleting system, ensuring that each piece remains intact, tender, and juicy, ready for cooking or packaging. Meanwhile, chicken thighs are sent to a separate section, where automated cutting blades process up to 15,000 thighs per hour, ensuring consistent sizing and clean cuts. Moving forward, the chicken pieces enter the processing line, getting ready to become the world-famous crispy, flavorful KFC fried chicken. On an automated conveyor belt, each piece moves through the first dry battering station. Precision-engineered robotic arms evenly sprinkle a fine layer of dry flour over the chicken, ensuring it adheres firmly to the surface. The system is programmed to achieve uniform coverage, creating the perfect crispy coating that fans love. Next, the chicken pieces proceed to an automatic wet battering station, where they are evenly coated in a liquid batter. This step enhances moisture retention and helps the next layer of dry coating stick more effectively. Finally, the chicken receives a second and final layer of dry flour. Thanks to the previous wet batter, this last coating adheres perfectly, setting the stage for that signature golden, crispy texture after frying. Once fully coated, the chicken pieces are placed into an industrial fryer, cooking at 177 degrees Celsius for 12 to 15 minutes. This ensures a crispy, golden brown exterior while keeping the inside tender and juicy. KFC takes it a step further with another irresistible option: chicken nuggets. These delicious bites are made from finely ground chicken, blended with KFC's signature seasonings to create a rich, flavorful taste. Next, the nuggets move through an automated dry battering station. Then, they pass through the wet battering system, where a special coating is applied to enhance adhesion and maintain their shape during frying, resulting in a perfectly crispy, golden crust. Depending on the product type, some nuggets are further coated in panko breadcrumbs, adding extra crispiness and a satisfying crunch. After that, they are fried at approximately 170 to 180 degrees Celsius for 2 to 3 minutes, ensuring a crispy outer layer while keeping the inside juicy and flavorful. Finally, the freshly fried nuggets are sealed in protective packaging, then neatly packed into specialized cartons, ready to be shipped to KFC locations around the world. Let's go back to the happy farms where baby chicks are brought into the world and raised with expert care and cutting-edge technology. In large-scale farms supplying the food industry, artificial insemination is the preferred method for ensuring breed quality, improving fertilization rates, and minimizing the risks of natural mating. The process begins with collecting semen from roosters. Farmers use specialized tools to gently stimulate the reproductive glands and extract semen into a small funnel. The semen is then tested for quality before being carefully injected into hens using a special syringe, ensuring the highest fertilization success rate. Around 10 days after fertilization, the hens begin laying smooth, round eggs. In modern poultry farms, automated egg collection systems optimize production, reduce labor costs, and maintain egg quality. As soon as a hen lays an egg, it gently rolls onto a specialized conveyor belt, which transports it to the sorting and inspection system. Thanks to advanced technology, a single farm can collect up to 300,000 eggs per day, minimizing waste and upholding the highest sanitation standards. But the journey of these eggs doesn't stop here. Each egg is placed in a high-tech incubator designed to create the perfect conditions for strong, healthy chicks to hatch. Inside these incubators, the eggs are kept at an optimal temperature of 37.5 to 38 degrees Celsius, with humidity levels between 50 to 60%. The system automatically rotates the eggs every 2 to 4 hours to ensure even development of the embryos. After 21 days, tiny baby chicks break free from their shells, unknowingly carrying the same dream as the legendary Colonel Sanders, to one day become delicious, golden brown fried chicken, beloved by KFC fans worldwide. Here we are, visiting one of the largest apple-growing regions in the United States, Washington State, often called the apple basket of the nation. With its ideal climate, fertile soil and producing over 70% of the country's apples, Washington is not only famous, but also the birthplace of some of the finest apples around. Here, apple trees take about 2 to 3 years from planting to start blooming, and it takes a few more months for those delicate blossoms to transform into plump, juicy apples. And when harvest season arrives, the apple orchards come alive with activity. Farmers carefully pick each apple by hand, using a gentle twisting technique to remove the fruit from the branch without damaging the skin. This is crucial to ensure the apples stay fresh during transport and processing. Once picked, the apples are placed directly onto conveyor belts supported by modern machines. These machines move slowly through the rows of trees, gently collecting the apples with care and efficiency. From there, the apples are transferred into specially designed containers that protect them from bruising on their journey to the processing facility. This mechanical machine features a rotating cleaning unit on the conveyor belt, equipped with soft brushes that spin continuously to gently remove dirt and impurities from the surface without damaging the delicate skin of the apples. This method combines the skillful hands of farmers with advanced technology, ensuring the apples always maintain their top quality. It's the first step in the journey of bringing Washington's famous apples to your table. After being carefully harvested and safely transported, the apples continue their journey at modern processing facilities. Here, advanced technology is used to make sure the apples not only stay fresh, but are also prepared to become high-quality products that meet consumer expectations. At the processing facility, the first step in handling the apples is thorough cleaning. They are placed into an automated washing system, where they pass through large water tanks. Here, gentle water currents wash away dirt, sand, and surface impurities. Next, the apples are guided through a high-pressure spray system, where powerful nozzles thoroughly clean every nook and cranny of each apple, removing any remaining debris. In some advanced facilities, ozone water or mild sanitizing solutions are also used to ensure the apples meet strict food safety standards. After the apples are washed, they move up the conveyor belt to the drying section in the sorting facility. Here, modern dryers use a strong yet gentle airflow to remove excess water from the surface without compromising the quality of the fruit. At the same time, soft brushes work alongside to gently clean and polish the apple skin, giving it a bright and appealing shine. This process ensures the apples are thoroughly dried and ready for the next stage, while maintaining their freshness and visual appeal. After being thoroughly cleaned, the apples move to the sorting area. Advanced optical scanners carefully inspect each apple, analyzing details like size, color, shape, and the condition of the skin. The highest quality apples are sorted based on size and grade, ready for packaging or further processing. Apples that don't meet the standards are redirected to other processing lines for uses like juice or other apple-based products. After being sorted by the machine, the apples move along the conveyor belt to the automated labeling system. Here, advanced sensors in the labeling machine precisely identify the correct position and quickly apply small labels to each apple evenly. Next, the fresh, high-quality apples are moved to the packaging area. Here, each apple is carefully placed into trays or carton boxes, lined with soft padding to protect the fruit from scratches and bruises. The apple crates are then loaded into cartons and transported to the warehouse, ready for delivery to the consumer. Moreover, in some modern facilities, the packaging process is fully automated. Advanced robotic systems with precise sensors carefully pick up each apple, gently placing them evenly into trays. This method ensures faster processing speeds, minimizes errors, increases efficiency, and maintains consistent product quality. These packaging robots can operate continuously for extended periods, handling large orders while still delivering the highest standards of quality. Next, we come to the apple pie factory, an icon of American cuisine. The process of making apple pies in the factory begins with preparing the filling from fresh apple slices, which are lightly cooked with honey, apple juice, and cinnamon in large steam-heated kettles to create a smooth and flavorful mixture. Next, the pie crust is made from premium butter, whole wheat flour, honey, and ice-cold water, ensuring the crust remains flaky after baking. The dough is rolled into thin sheets and placed over pie molds, while the apple filling is automatically pumped into each crust. Then, a top layer of crust is added, and the edges are trimmed and neatly crimped before the pies are baked in a convection oven for even cooking. Generally, the baking process takes around 10 to 15 minutes at temperatures ranging from 375 to 425 Grad. Pies that meet the standards are flash frozen, sealed in airtight packaging, and placed into cardboard boxes, ready for distribution to consumers. The factory can produce over 2,100 apple pies per hour, meeting the high market demand. For apples used in making juice or cider, where appearance is less critical, harvesting is done using shaking machines. Shaking machines are among the most common harvesting tools on apple farms. Initially, the machine is positioned near the apple tree that needs to be harvested. The arm of the machine is adjusted to fit snugly around the trunk, ensuring that the device can efficiently shake the tree. Once the arm is correctly positioned, the shaking system is activated. The shaking force is evenly distributed from low to high, ensuring that the apples fall gently without damage. The apples then fall directly to the ground around the tree. After the apples fall to the ground, apple sweeping machines are used to collect them. These machines feature a rotating arm close to the ground that sucks up the apples, and a front barrier that pushes the apples into rows to prevent them from being run over. Farmers control the machine as it moves along the rows of apples. The apples on the ground are moved into the machine by the rotating part, and then onto a conveyor system that leads them into a storage bin attached to the back of the machine. As the apples pass through this conveyor system, impurities such as dry leaves and weeds are also removed. Once the rear bin is full, the machine transfers the apples to another trailer, which will transport the apples to the storage facility. Additionally, shaking machines equipped with catching nets are also used. These operate similarly to standard shaking machines, but after the apples fall, they land on a net instead of directly onto the ground. The apples are then conveyed from the net to a conveyor belt that moves them into a storage container. This machine essentially combines the features of the two previously mentioned machines. However, it can cause damage to the apples and does not allow for selective harvesting of only ripe apples. Farmers may stand behind the machine to remove any damaged apples that are collected. This method helps to reduce the impact on the apples and somewhat streamlines the collection process. Next is the over-the-row apple harvester, a specialized machine made in Germany. This machine is suitable for apple varieties with smaller trees, less branching, and heights under 3 meters, planted in straight rows. It is equipped with a multi-tier rotating shaft system made of rubber. As the machine moves over the trees, the rotating rings vigorously shake them, causing ripe red apples to fall. The apples are then moved by a conveyor belt to a storage container. This method is very modern, however, it does not remove impurities such as leaves from the apples and can potentially damage the plants. After the apples are harvested and transported to the factory, their journey truly begins. First, the apples are thoroughly cleaned in an automated washing system. High-pressure spray nozzles combined with soaking tanks effectively remove dirt and impurities from the surface of the apples. This step ensures proper hygiene and prepares the apples for grinding and pressing. Once cleaned, the apples are transferred to a grinding machine where they are crushed to release their juice, creating a pulp mixture that is ready for the pressing stage. Next, the apple pulp is sent to a hydraulic press or screw press to extract fresh juice. This is a crucial step because the juice obtained forms the foundation for the quality of the cider. To ensure purity, the juice is thoroughly filtered to remove any pulp residue and impurities, leaving behind a clear, flavorful liquid that captures the natural taste of the apples. The apple juice is then pumped into large fermentation tanks, typically made of stainless steel or oak. At this stage, yeast is added to kickstart the fermentation process, where the natural sugars in the apple juice are converted into alcohol and carbon dioxide. This process occurs in a carefully controlled environment with strict regulation of temperature and time, usually lasting 1 to 3 weeks. This ensures that every drop of cider achieves the desired alcohol content and flavor profile. Once the cider reaches its perfect flavor, it is transferred to an automated bottling line. The cider is lightly pasteurized with heat or filtered through membranes to ensure safety and stability. Each bottle is then filled, sealed tightly, and labeled with detailed product information, including the type of cider, alcohol content, and production date. Finally, the bottles undergo one last quality check before being packed and distributed to stores or exported to international markets. Apple cider has a long history in the United States, beginning with European settlers who brought apple seeds and cider-making techniques to the New World in the 17th century. During the colonial era, cider became a popular drink due to the ease of growing apples and the unreliability of clean water. In addition, cider is also bottled in larger sizes for ease of use. In addition to cider, fresh apples are also turned into bottled apple juice, a popular drink that's natural and nutritious. The process of making apple juice shares many similarities with cider production. After the apples are washed, ground, and pressed to extract the juice, the liquid undergoes pasteurization at a temperature of 60 to 85 degrees Celsius for a short period. This step eliminates bacteria and yeast while preserving the natural flavor and beneficial nutrients of the apples. After making apple pies or other apple products, apple pomace is often used as animal feed. Finally, the apple juice is sent to an automated packaging line. Glass bottles or small pouches are carefully sterilized before being filled with the juice, then sealed tightly and labeled with all the necessary product information. The packaged juice undergoes strict quality checks to ensure safety and perfect flavor before being distributed to retail outlets. Apple juice is not only a delicious beverage, but also offers numerous health benefits, such as providing vitamin C, antioxidants, and boosting the immune system. With its natural sweetness and easy-to-drink appeal, apple juice has become a popular choice in American diets, from family breakfasts to sports events. Apples are also a symbol of America, widely grown in states like Washington and New York, with farms producing millions of tons of apples annually. The popularity of apple juice not only drives the agricultural sector, but also contributes to a unique culinary culture, tied to iconic images like apple pies and autumn festivities. This demonstrates that apple juice is more than just a drink. It's an integral part of American life and culture. In addition, apples are also processed into applesauce. The production process of applesauce begins with washing and peeling the apples, followed by cutting them into small pieces for easier cooking. These apple pieces are placed into a large pot and cooked with a small amount of water to maintain their softness while preserving their natural flavor. During the cooking process, sugar and spices like cinnamon can be added according to the recipe. Once the apples are soft, they are mashed or blended to the desired consistency, ranging from chunky to smooth. Finally, the applesauce is packaged into jars or sealed containers, ready for consumption or long-term storage. Now you have a complete overview of how farmers harvest and process billions of pounds of apples every year. Growing pineapples is no instant gratification hobby. Farmers here have to be patient because these fruits don't just pop out overnight. It takes a solid 18 to 24 months for a single pineapple to go from a tiny green plant to a full-size, juicy fruit. That's a lot of sunbathing time. In Indonesia, the climate couldn't be better for these plants, with plenty of sunshine, warm temperatures, and just the right amount of humidity. Farmers usually start by planting pineapple crowns. Yes, crowns, like the leafy top you see on the fruit. Each crown can grow into a brand new pineapple plant, which feels almost magical, like a royal recycling program. These crowns are carefully planted with enough space to each one spread its thorny arms without poking its neighbor. Nobody likes a crowded pineapple patch. Once planted, the pineapples need a fair bit of care. They're watered, fertilized, and protected from pests. Yes, even pineapples have enemies as they slowly grow. Farmers have to keep a sharp eye on them, making sure they get the right balance of nutrients. It's a bit like raising kids, but without the back talk. Just lots of quiet, prickly patience. And now the time has come, harvesting. Harvesting pineapples is not for the faint-hearted. Each pineapple plant has sharp leaves that could easily double as nature's own version of barbed wire. So, when harvest time rolls around, farmers suit up with gloves, long sleeves, and sometimes even face coverings. It's serious business. Timing is everything with pineapples. They're at their sweetest and juiciest when they're fully ripe, and that sweet spot is a fine line. Too soon, and the pineapple won't have reached its full sugary potential. Too late, and it's overripe, turning a bit mushy. Farmers rely on a mix of experience, intuition, and sometimes a quick taste test to determine the perfect picking time. They use sharp knives or shears to cut each pineapple from its plant, being extra careful to avoid getting poked by the plant's natural defenses. After each fruit is picked, farmers often leave the base of the plant in place, as it can produce another pineapple in about a year's time. The cycle continues, and it's a beautiful, if slightly thorny, process. Nowadays, some technological machinery and equipment have joined farmers in the pineapple harvesting process. This helps to increase efficiency significantly, saving time and effort. once the pineapples are safely gathered and loaded up, it's a race against time to get them processed. Fresh pineapples don't last long, so they're quickly transported to processing facilities where the real magic happens. Inside the factory, pineapples are greeted by a flurry of machinery: washers, sorters, peelers, and choppers. It's like a pineapple parade, with each fruit rolling through different stages of cleaning and prepping. Some pineapples are set aside for fresh export, but many others are processed into canned pineapple, juice, or even dried pineapple snacks that can travel far and wide. Each pineapple is inspected to ensure it's up to quality standards. Once they're deemed fit, they're cut, peeled, and often cored to remove the tough center. Those bound for juice are sent straight into industrial juicers, where they're squashed into sweet, tangy nectar. Meanwhile, the ones destined for canning are chopped into neat rings or chunks, all ready to make their way onto supermarket shelves around the world. The processing is fast and efficient, with each pineapple going from fresh fruit to packaged product in record time. This ensures that consumers get the freshest taste possible, even if the fruit has traveled halfway around the world. Pineapples aren't just delicious, they're an economic staple, especially for Indonesia. As one of the top agricultural exports, pineapples contribute significantly to the country's revenue, supporting countless jobs in farming, processing, and distribution. Every bite of pineapple, every can of juice, and every ring in a fruit salad represents a part of the Indonesian economy, a sweet contribution that supports families across the nation. In Indonesian culture, pineapples also symbolize hospitality and abundance. They're sometimes used in local ceremonies or shared as a gesture of goodwill. And of course, they're a beloved ingredient in the kitchen, adding a burst of tropical flavor to everything from savory dishes to desserts. And there you have it, the incredible journey of the pineapple. From the tropical fields of Indonesia to the fruit section at your local store. It's a journey that takes patience, hard work, and a fair bit of expertise to get right. So next time you bite into a piece of pineapple or pop open a can of juice, take a moment to appreciate the long road it traveled. Here's to the farmers who brave the spiky fields, the workers who handle the bustling factories, and the fruit that brings a little sunshine to our plates. The pineapple might be prickly on the outside, but on the inside, it's all sweetness, just like the hardworking folks who bring it to life. So that's the story about pineapples. Hope you'll enjoy it. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel to get notified when our exciting videos go live. Goodbye.